Alright, Danny, we're going to go over your lesson here from the other day. On the left-hand side is our swing before we start changing some stuff around. So we're going to reiterate a couple things here, and that way we can see the adjustments that we made. Right now we're at your stance. Now we're going to take you into your load, and something we went over the other day was that our load obviously was becoming too great, and we always want to put ourselves in the best possible position in our load in order to make a great positive movement. It's what sets a tone for the rest of our swing. And the better the load we are, the more efficient we are on our backside before we go forward, the easier it's going to be for us to adjust to different pitches, different speeds, different locations. That's basically the only variable as of right now when we get to our load. Now, if our load isn't being efficient, then all of a sudden we change the variable to where now we have two variables. Not only speed and location, but also the fact that our bat's going to be slower. The path of our swing is just ultimately going to be different because of the way our load is. If we notice, we're going to go back to stance, and we're going to slowly go to load, and we kind of see here that it's our body twisting, just like we were talking about. Not necessarily our hands, and we see that elbow right there. That's where our elbow's at. And ideally, we don't really ever want to see that elbow get too far cocked back behind us like that. Mainly because it turns our bat path into taking a lot longer to get to the strike zone efficiently. We always want to be efficient to the strike zone. So we'll go over a couple more things here in a few. Okay, now we got a side-by-side comparison here with both our swings before and after. And right now we're going to start from our load phase. And what we'll notice right now is that in particular, the angle of our bat. The angle of our bat's changed a little bit. Now, we discussed this other day that, our bat might be a little too flat here, but just as long as it doesn't straighten out, we'll be okay. Something else to notice also, will be on the right side here. When we load, okay, we notice that elbow gets behind us, but we start our swing as soon as we're dead even with our hands. Now back here, if we notice, our elbow's going, and it sneaks way behind us right here before we go. Just like we talked about just a second ago, that leads to a longer bat path. To reiterate this, we're going to start at our heel plant here, our heel plant on the other side. We're going to see how long it takes us to get to connect. Now each click is about 1/10 of a second, or roughly a little less than that, but we're going to see how fast we can get to connect with our hands. And connect is basically when our hands pass our right shoulder, where we're getting ready to be in the zone to make contact. And also what I want you to notice too, before we talk about that or go over that, is that when we're in toe touch here, and toe touch on our right side, I'm going to go to heel plant on both of them one at a time. I want you to notice what happens with the bat. Here on heel plant, our hands don't really start forward yet, meaning we're going to be taking a lot longer from point A to point B. Okay? Then our toe touch here, what we're going to notice is that our hands already are working forward. As we can tell, the elbow's starting to drive. Compared to our left side, nothing's going yet, just our body. This side, elbow's finally starting to go, hands are starting to go. That'll lead to a lot quicker bat path. Okay, so with that being said, let's start a heel plant. See how many clicks it takes for us to get to connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 clicks right there. So on the right side, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on one sec. Got to start your heel plant, not toe touch. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right there, roughly the same area, and it took us, I think it was 3 less clicks right there. So automatically we've already made our bat a lot faster. Bat speed, a lot faster. And the plus side of this, that means that we can wait longer to recognize a pitch. The longer we're able to wait and recognize a pitch, the better off we're going to be, the more consistent contact we're going to make, just basically the better overall hitter we're going to be. So that's really what we want to work toward. As we can see, that allows our hands, especially on the right side, See, right now, we're near identical now. But keep in mind, on the right-hand side, we got there a lot quicker than what we did on the left-hand side. So basically, we were a lot more efficient. So that's exactly what we want to be doing, right there, Danny.